Well, there's that. Hi, everybody. I think we're back up. So there's a lot on in the building, and the little problem with the power. So it went out for a bunch of stuff, one side of the building, um, and it's back up now. So there you go. We missed some stuff, obviously. I didn't see what happened on the table. I'd love to let you know, but obviously we've scored a score of 2-1 right now for Pia, but Ashley's at the table. That's going to be a tough ball to reach. So my apologies. I don't even remember where I was. My name is Angela Janik. I'm a player on the WPBA. I'm covering for Lonnie while she is down on the tournament floor playing a match at the moment against Christina Zlateva, I believe. Our feature table between Pia Filler and Ashley Benois. We're just maybe going to do a race to 6 here if Benoit makes this ball, because since she missed the first couple racks. We are at Iron City Billiards in Birmingham, Alabama. It's the Olhausen Iron City Invitational number 6. So thank you to ICB for hosting us. We've got definitely our sponsors for this one. We need to thank JP Shower Custom Cues, Olhausen Pool Tables, WPA World Pool Association. This is a sanctioned event by the WPA, CPBA Cloth, and Kamui. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Gotta have them. So let's see if we can't real quick. Well, she racks really fast since we missed so much. Okay, we are not quite updated. Oh, Lonnie and Zilteva's match isn't updated. We'll see if we can't fix that up. But they all look like 1 or 2 or 2-2. Yeah, 1-2, just all in the beginning stages here for our match. So it is rack for your opponent. So Pia is just going to take just a glance at that. And she's got an issue, so. And Pia is not allowed to touch the rack, so, but you can call out if there's a opening between any of the balls. You can call that out and have the opponent fix it until you are content. So she's happy with the rack. And since it's 2-2, it's a race to 6, folks, at the moment. And hopefully the power stays with us. That was kind of scary for a minute. All that time sitting here, I was just like, oh. But it came back up, so we're fine. Nice. She's got, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. She puts low on the cue ball when she breaks to try to pull it back from the rack. Get the cue ball towards the center of the table. That one just kind of slid a lot towards the opposite side pocket as the 1 ball. And then, the 5 says hi. So she's called for a push. So she's going to just opt to try to put that cue ball in a place she thinks that her opponent either will take it and do bad or give it back to her and she can do something amazing. We'll see. This is a really tough place, actually, because you can't just push. The 5's right there. You have limited options. Oh, my goodness. She's going to have to really be careful with the speed here. So she can't see the ball. Now, if Benoit can see half that ball, she'll probably take it and do something with it because she plays so much 1 pocket. She knows what to do if she's got a half a ball. I don't think she got a half a ball. She gave it back. So I was saying with that push out, she's going to be really careful with the speed because there really wasn't a good place to leave the cue ball where you could see the full 2 because it's just makeable. And yeah, P is kicking at it. With pace. and got lucky. Look at that. So many things there. She did do a very good job of leaving the cue ball up table. So hitting the 2 full so that the cue ball would stay up there and the 2 would travel down. So that was quite good. I am shocked that her eyeballs are that good. And again, we got a couple rolls between the both of them. Contact with the ball, but and the cue ball's kind of nicking another ball and just sitting pretty. Just snooker each of, each other. Because we lost power there, I didn't have a chance to go over the match rolls. It is a lag for the break. It is alternating breaks from there. Race to 8. The 3 foul rolls in effect. 9 ball is on the spot. I can't think of anything else. You have questions asked. Wow, they both have really good eyes. That was such a tiny little window to get through. So this isn't just a makeable jump. I get that it's a little bit to the left of the pocket there, but I like her hand position on the right, watching her grip the top of that jump cue and how she's moved her hand to a certain position on the cue. It's a great jump. I gotta find Lonnie's little highlight reel button. I know it's in here somewhere. So 3 on the side. I would, mind you, just roll up for the 4, but she's gonna come back out. Yeah. I don't like the 9 ball so close to that pocket. I think if it's taken away some of that pocket, I like to be able to see the whole pocket. Pia doesn't matter to her. But maybe she can, though. That's the thing. Yeah, see? Okay. I hate to say it. That's why I wouldn't have done that. I would have rolled up and put the 4 in the opposite corner pocket just because that 9 does, and it messes with your head too, in my opinion, to think, oh, don't overcut it at all. You could nick that 9 and yeah, the brain's not prepared to process all that. A full pocket. Need a full pocket. So somebody's watching live at the venue. Jojo's watching live from the venue and watching stream. Hey, you're keeping up on the times there. So we've got top of your screen there is Lori John Brown and Christina Tkach. You have Maite Repero and Ilul Kibaroglu on the table in the top right corner of your screen. And to the right, I think, is Lonnie and Christina Zlateva. She's in a good spot here. This is, I would, again, put the cue ball pretty far out into the center of the table. Leave yourself a nice angle for the 7 to get back down to the 8. So she's going to put enough to get, here we go, right in the center of the table. Perfect. And this is a 2-rail shot. Ideally, you want to control, kind of hitting near that second diamond where she's standing, the middle diamond where she's standing. And then come across to this bottom short rail. And it's really just understanding how much to hit. So right there right there. Second diamond, pretty close to it. Right back down. Beautifully done. It's perfect. All right, so just going to put enough right below center just to kind of hold the angle a little bit. Beautiful. I love how Pia plays. Nice. All right. Keeping it close, though. Let's check our live scores so we can see what's going on in the room. If I can find them. There we go. Lori John Brown putting up a fight. Go LJ. She's 3-2 and Takach is tough. I think she is maybe currently our #1 ranked player. I'm going to have to check that to be sure now that I just said that. Jordan Helfrey and Brittany are tied 2-2. Lonnie, go Lonnie. I love everybody, by the way. Just so you know, Caroline Powell's down to Kaylee McIntosh. Kennedy Mayman and Christina Grimm, I think it's from Germany, maybe, or no. Elul, oh, Maite's got 3-1 over her. And Janet and Savannah are tied. Oh, I missed that break. Sorry, folks. She made a ball. The 2 ball's gonna, it's okay. It's a very makeable ball. At this point in the competition, these ladies are undefeated. They're all very good players. They're able to make steep cuts like this. Benois is also a banker, so that happens too. She could play safe. I told her she was a banker. Sorry. She didn't just bank it, she fired it in. And that's how she plays. Most people don't know or expected that out of her. So this is really just roll down, control the speed of the cue ball so you get the cue ball back down to the center. Oh, she's going to go 2 extra rails. That's fine. It's a good angle coming into the 4. The only thing I don't like about it is you leave yourself so straight that it's hard to get onto the 5. The cue ball was in the center of the table. I think you could come up to the top short rail behind or to the left of the 6 and come back around for the 5. I think about 3 or 4 balls ahead. So that was really the best choice that she had. And it's going to work really, really good. Because she hit that 9, she's kept herself a good angle. And now she can get back up to the 6 ball. She really has to be aware of traffic, though, and stay away from these other balls on the left side of the table. Oh, she put a lot of outside. She needed not. That was what I was worried about. That's the problem. She put a lot of outside on that to try to get behind that 8 ball, but just hit it coming through. So this is not a problem for Ashley, especially with the 1 pocket. She's always cutting balls into corner pockets. So she's just going to come down, straight down the table from it and hit this middle diamond, the short rail at the bottom, and going to slide back up to the center of the table for the 7 ball in the same pocket. Oh, she's got a bit of an angle. That's okay. So for this one, I would just roll up. I'm going to put the 8 in the side. It really depends on what angle she gets on the 8 as to whether or not which pocket the 9 ball goes in. Just roll that up there. Okay, perfect. We can see. I think we can see. Okay, so I think she's got a good angle so we can come, like roll up and back out and put the 9 in the corner pocket. Top left corner pocket. You can put some inside English, the left English on this ball. Oh, wow, you can't do that. Pia jumped out of her chair. She thought that was it, and it was. That's a tough miss. Wow, she really put something on that ball. Look at this. She's so close to that 9 ball. Can I shoot like that? It'd be really, really difficult to miss 9 balls when you're that far away. That was, yeah. Benois not happy about that one. That would hurt. She would be tied up 3-3, so. Jordan Helfrey going up a game against Brittany Savannah, jumping out in front of Janet, 4-2. That's about it for the updates of the scores there. That's our tour sponsors. Castillo Super Shot, Game On, Aramith Diamond, and Simonis Kamui. ICA Training, Fort Worth Billiards, Classic Billiards, and How Tips. Those are our tour sponsors. Big shout out and thank you to them. P is checking the rack real quick. She's so sweet. And if none of you have met Pia before, you see that smile on her face. She is the sweetest thing. And she's very good with fans and, you know, just spending time with people and saying hi. And, you know, if someone wants her autograph or anything like that, she's just, she is one of my favorite of the top players. It's really awesome that she's come here to play on the WPBA tour. I was going to check the rankings real quick and just see kind of where some of these players are. I usually go look at the rankings and I'm looking for myself and I don't look at anyone else. Christina Tkach is ranked #1 on our tour as far as points go, and Pia Filler is #2. Kind of figured she's been showing up to most of them, so and last year she made 9 out of 10 events. Christina Tkach made 10. If Pia had maybe made all 10, the rankings would be different, folks. Looky there. We have Margarita Fefalova Stires ranked 3rd. Christina Zlateva is ranked 4th, and Kelly Fisher is 5th. All that work on the rack, and then can't see the 2 ball. Seems very unfair. So, all right, we'll push there. Give Benois at least a look of half the ball, but I don't like it. She's going to take it. She's got a plan. Okay. Okay. That's all right. So, and like that, because the 5 really messes with playing safe back. You gotta, just makes it a little bit more tough. Depends, actually. I have to look. How close is that? Yeah, so you would hit the 2 and the rail and kind of put it down, or now she might go reverse and leave the 2 ball up here and the cue ball down there instead because of that 5. It's tough. Yeah, yeah, I don't like it. She asked for an extension because this is you know, she's looking at you don't want to hit the 5 ball with the 2. You need to kind of to put that 2 in between the 5 ball and the side pocket. Right there, yeah. And it's just all about speed. I think she got it. Yeah, she did. Not by much, though, and Benoit's going to jump it. And she's very good at this jump shot thing. And even on long shots like this, just as good. I've seen her just fire these in. Nope, not that one. Okay. So I got a back cut on the 2. If we look at where it is in position of the, look at that. She's going to draw out of this. Into the 8 or, where is she going? Yep, look at that. Nicely done. So that was really the only option. So she left herself, well, I'll go back to that view. It's a little bit bad. It's actually perfect for shape on the 4, though. She's going to put some English on this ball because she wants to maintain a certain angle on the 4 to get to the 5. Again, try to take, think 3, at least, I say at least 3 balls ahead, but. Oh, side pocket's yelling at you. That was close. That was so close. I knew she had to put some English on that ball because typically that shot on the 3 would put you on the opposite side of the 4 and the 9's in the way, and that's not a good combo. So she had to put some spin on there to change the position of the cue ball. She's going to draw straight back for the 5. She wants to leave an angle. This table draws really, really well. Oh, it's really nice. That was really nice the way that she did that. I think that 4 ball is the perfect angle to slide back straight through the center of the table for the 5. We're going to roll it to the 6. She needs an angle. The 8 ball's in a precarious position. Oh no, don't leave yourself. Go, 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 or don't go. Yeah, see, she's going to have to put a little juice on this. It's the number 1, the 9 is, you got to get on the other side of the 9. You put a lot. Look at this right hand English she's got on that. Can you see? Lots. We're going to stay here and watch this. Watch this. Nice. Right hand English. That was a couple dips. Yeah, she went pretty far back here. But you had to avoid the 9. We're just going to punch it back out from the rail. Shot's tough. So well. Such a beautiful stroke. Love that. Can see her form. Watch her body. Nothing moves. Watch this. Nothing. What a great shot. Okay. So unfortunately for Benois, that was just a good, safe to a jump shot that Pia played, and she left a shot for her opponent. So, all right, Zlateva's on the board against Lonnie. Lori John's fighting hard against Tkach. Janet got a game back, keeping it close with Savannah. Pia, obviously, and then I don't know if Elul and Maite are having a safety battle, because that score hasn't changed a bit. Kennedy Mayman and Christina, I don't know either. Should be up to about 5 or 6 games at this point, so. All right, Ashley Benois needs the break and run right here to keep herself in this game. Being down 3 against Pia is not a fun place to be, so she needs to make 1 ball on the side here. There it went. Somebody give her a shot. Look at this. Come on, 3 ball. Ding, 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 ding. All right. She's got a shot, definitely. The problem is I think she's cueing over the 3. She's a lefty. And so if I'm right, her bridge hand's in the 3's in the way. So this is more difficult for her. She's going to have to put her bridge on the opposite side or the, oh, she can get, oh, she's right next to it. She's got room. This is good. This is good. Okay, she's off to a great start. This is the break and run she needs to keep herself in this game. I really think I would slide out for this. Just make the 4, just naturally let the cue ball just like that. Beautiful. It's exactly the right shot. And this is just depends on what angle she has. If she's straight, she can pull back or stop. She can roll forward and back out and get closer to the 6. It's the 8 ball that she just missed a minute ago, though. Oof, that was close, too. Ooh, I like this. You want to guarantee the right angle on the 7, or really, if she just doesn't do a whole lot with the cue ball. Oh, she's going forward. Don't get too... Oh, she's good. Angle's good. All right, she's going to come around, most likely, and put the 9 ball in the same pocket. Nice. Cue ball track just a tiny bit more would be nice. Off the rails, even better. That's a great break and run by Miss Benois. Yep, there we go. Nice job, Ashley. Back in the game. Well, these are all close matches here, so. They're doing good. So I'm pretty sure I can see, I think I can see the chat. Not really sure if I can or not, actually, on the screen. Yeah, Zlateva's definitely rallying. Oh, I think Ship the Cash is watching. Is that Mike DeMarco? Is that it? Please tell me I'm right. I think that's Mike DeMarco. Yep, he is pretty picky about this rack. Can tell you that. Okay, I can't see the chat, folks. If you have any questions or anything, want to know what's going on? Oh, I got it right. Hello, Mike. Just let me know. All right, she did. I think she's been successful a few times for that 1 ball in the corner or the side pocket. So we're going to expect it here again. She's very consistent with her break. And look at that. Oh, look at the 2. She's got a shot. It's not a pretty one, though. Actually, it's terrifying. But there's a large percentage of people that would back cut that 2 and swing away. But it's probably not the right shot. She's going to roll it up like this and hide behind that. She needs the 2 ball to kind of slow down, but she got it. When you're 5'2" and your hair is 4'11". Oh, Patricia, that's hilarious. Oh, she's jumping again. Ashley cannot help herself. Oh, that was so close. What's she going to get here? Oh, she might know stop. Yeah, she did. Look at that. She got a little roll there. Not much you can do with that 2 ball. That was very close. If I could go back and do it in slow-mo, I don't think she missed that by much. Oh, that was nice. That was nicely done. I really like that. She used that 5 ball to do some great things there. It was a good shot. Take your time, Miss Benois. You need a rack. Hello. Somebody's in the building. And it's the jumper, especially Benois. I knew she had to get one eventually. She jumped a few, and she makes most of them, so. And Patricia, if you're talking about her hair, that braid was done by me. She chose to play safe, and unfortunately, she left Pia sight of that ball, which is at this point not good. You cannot afford to let Pia see the ball. She will lock you up, or at least put you in a really bad place where you're jumping again. But Pia maybe is going to figure out I got to put her closer to the object ball to not give her the ability to jump, because if you do, she's going to make enough of them. I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that. Look at that braid. That hair looks good right there. That was me. Okay, turn. There we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, stop. No, okay. Well, I was going to do back and forth, which is fine. This is fine. Till somebody gets one where you can't see it. I actually don't do the best tour hair. Lonnie owns a salon, her own salon in Adrian, Michigan, and does hair. She's done hair for 30 years, so I think she would be the queen of that. But I can braid. Oh, she's trying to get it behind the 8 and 5, and she's not going to get there. I think she's got a winder. Yeah, there's a winder there. Yes, she does. She does mine also. Frank, it is not appropriate to make me laugh so much on the commentary for the stream. So it's your fault. It's a good comeback, though. This is a steep, steep cut, and the success of getting on the 4 is... Boy, she needs it to bounce. This is hard. Yeah, I mean, make the ball, yes. Get shape on the 4, that was the hard part. Is she going to jump from there? Is she going to jump from there, folks? Is she going to jump from there? Yep. I can't. She's jumping from there. What of you? Okay. She almost made it. 9 ball almost went too. I can't even. Oh. She was so close on a couple of these. It was a big jump for sure. Oh, booth cam when you get in, Frank. There is a booth cam. I'm not saying I'm turning it on though for you folks. Because I don't know. I don't even know how to turn it on. We'll find out. It's really close to the rail. That's definitely jacked up. To cue down on the ball. She must be just a slight reverse angle. She held it very well. She wanted to get it a little bit closer, so she didn't have to worry about going up and down for the 7, but she's going to have to. Up. She needs that ball to cooperate. It's going to. Okay. Nice. All right. Natural. Make the ball. Cue ball just comes back out for the 8. She needs an angle, though, because the 9 is not. You got to pick a pocket for the 9, so. Nice angle. Going to come back up and most likely put the 9 ball in the opposite corner pocket. Nice speed. Look at that, folks. Perfect, perfect speed control. Just, hmm. All right, it's Ashley's break, I believe, and she's going to need another break and run to keep in the game. Let's go check some live scores. I'm nervous. Ooh, Takach is definitely rallying. Lori John was up a couple games on Takach, 4-2, I believe. Takach is now up 5-4. Brittany's got a game on Jordan. Lonnie's still one up on Zlateva. Ooh, Caroline's come back a bit against Kaylee McIntosh, 3-3. I think something's wrong with the tablet for Kennedy Myman and Christina Grimm because that hasn't changed in a while, so I don't think that's accurate, folks. I'll have to ask somebody if I can get a score on that match. And then Elu is, or Lulu as we call her, is one up on Maite. And Savannah's taken off there against Janet. So might have to get somebody to find me a score. On that one table. I think that tablet might not be working right. Oh, did they take a break? They might have taken a break. I think they took a break, folks. We'll be right back. Well, they took a really fast break, folks, and I took a longer one. So I had to go down actually and did some announcements for some raffles that we have going on in the room today. If you are in the Birmingham, Alabama area, please come down. Today is pool all day. Tomorrow is the finals. I think it'll be the final four. It's going to be a great time. So, but there's some raffles. There's some signboards custom made for this event that have autographed signatures of all the players in this event. Those are being raffled off. And then there's also 2 custom pea shower cues. One of them's worth, I think, $13.50 and the other one's $7.80. So I just saw Lori John get a rack up there behind Pia. She's making Takach work. LJ's been playing pool. She was a world champion at like 9, I think. So, not new to the game. And I took a 19-year break. Lori John did not. She's been playing on this tour for a very long time. All right, so see what kind of speed we look at this. I love her speed control. Executed very well. Just a nice smooth stroke. That's what puts her on the hill, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. It does. All right, Pia Filler's on the hill. Oh, okay, here we go. Ooh, Zlateva has tied it up against Lonnie. Through there. I would bet that the stream kind of boggled there for a second. The internet here is a little spotty. So if it did, I saw the screen kind of jump a little bit. I think the connection was a little loose for a moment. I hope y'all are still there and watching. Yeah, the internet was buffering. Let me tell you, it was buffering on my screen too. Definitely. We had about 90% drop frames, if anybody knows what that means. In OBS world, that's never really booth camp. Patricia, why? Why? Why do you need a booth camp? Why? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can't find the button. I think it's a tiny little thing in the top left corner if you put it on. Where is it at? Booth camp. Where? Oh, yeah, I see where it's at. Maybe at the end, Patricia. Maybe, maybe. All right. Stream's running smooth again there, folks. It's okay. It's on Frank this time. We are going to blame Frank. He's not even here. But it's still his fault. I have a feeling, folks, that this match might be over. The commentator's curse does not exist for anyone, just so you know. If it did, I would not sit here. I would refuse. So, that being said, I do think the match is over. Pia's really comfortable with the speed of this table. She's not really been making any errors. She's choosing to play very smart. This is one of those, you know, you really have to control speed, right? The 9 ball is in the spot you don't want it to be in to execute this shot like you normally would. Oh, Frank can't talk right now on the phone with Starlink to get a signal, yeah. Oh, look at this, folks. Come on. Perfect speed. Pulls so many things, just not pocketing balls. the cue ball is the one that helps you win or lose. Control on Whitey. She just is, look at this execution of speed. It just stops right where she needs it to. Almost every time. She's going to leave herself just a tiny, tiny, tiny angle on the 8 and come back and, yeah, just a little bit. She hit that with confidence, folks. Confidence. Checker time. Straight in on the 9, folks. I would bet it. Yep, I would bet it. Beautiful form. Nothing will move. Nothing, nothing. Just her arm. Excellent execution by Pia Filler. Congratulations.
Well, the table one advances to the 5 o'clock round. The final 8. Ashley Benois will play at 2 p.m.
Congratulations to Pia. Ashley's going to play here, I think, about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. This is Central Time, folks. Pia Filler's in the final 8 on the A side at this point, because this is the final 16 on the A side. We will go to the live scores real quick and let you see. I will pan out to the room. Savannah Easton is on the hill 7-3 against Janet. Elul and Maite are close 4-3. Christina Grimm's up 2 on Kennedy Myman. Kaylee and Caroline fighting it out 5-3. Lonnie lost a game to Zlateva there. Brittany is up 1 on Jordan. And Takach and Lori John Brown. Wow, that's close, folks. See if we can't get a room view here. Ooh, and LJ's shooting. She could tie it up, folks. Can you see that table over there? Top of your screen. Just so you know, I am not going to mess with Lonnie's camera zooming. That's not my thing. So she's got some new stuff since I was in here a decent amount. See if LJ can't tie it up, folks. Yep, it's in. That's tied. That's tied, isn't it? Yep. LJ and Takach tied 6-6. Go, LJ. All right, let me see if I can't get a room view for you. Oh, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm going to leave it there. I promised Patricia I think I would do a... Oh, I can't. It's not on this one. Oh, I got to do this. I can't turn the booth cam on because it's not on this view. So, uh-oh. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I think, is it on this one? No, but that's a great view of the Zlateva's match. I think you can see it on both. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Booth cam. Look. Say hi. Everybody wave. That's me. Having big hair. There you go. So, say hi. There I am. All right. Now we're going to go back. All right. We're going to do room view. I'm going to check out here and go take a break. I do play in about 45 minutes. So, I might go hit a few balls. I will come back and check on y'all here in a little while. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I do not know for sure. Actually, I will try to find out real quick. I would bet that social media has a clue of who's up next. See if I can't figure out what our noon match is on stream. So I'm going to have to go to Digital Pool and check it out. See if I can't figure out who's going to be on stream next. If anybody knows. I bet Frank's in the chat and probably could tell us. All right, so we are in final stage. Let's go to our bracket. And at noon it is B-side matches. I know because I'm playing at noon. How about Margarita Fefalova-Steyer and Brianna Miller? Ooh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, folks. That's what's on at noon. If you want to stay here and watch Lonnie at the table shooting at a 6-ball. Or you can take a break, but stay tuned. Don't turn it off. It's all day action. I'll talk to you guys here in a bit.
table is ready to play. You may lag for the break. Ladies, shoot well.
All right, what's happening, everybody? This is LFR. Margarita Fefalova-Steyer versus Brianna Miller. This is a B-side matchup. Nobody wants to run into these two on the B-side. It's the definition of beast mode right here, right? Between these two. Wow, very close. I think Brianna ends up winner. Up the lag, let's talk about the match rules. So these are the match rules for this event. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just seen. It's an alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball is racked on the spot. There is no break box. The opponents are going to rack for each other. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. All right, so we're aware this, like I said, this is a race to 8. B-side matchup. Basically, these ladies are fighting for their tournament life. I just came off a hard match with Kristina Zliteva. I started off really well, trying to get my wits about me, and then got a case of the yips at the end of the match. I know that's terrible, but I'm a lot older than some of these girls. So that is real. That is real business, by the way. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream. If you guys could do me that solid, I'd really appreciate it, especially if you're friends with Margarita or even Brianna. Please share this to their socials. Let people know that they are playing live on WPBA Billiards. All right, so a good starting break for Brianna. I do believe she's got a look at the 2. Don't know if the 2 passes the 3-ball into the corner. I don't think it does, but it may. If not, I'm sure she'll find some type of safety, depending on where she can hit the 2. It looks as though she may be able to bank it out of there. Oh, thanks, Cash. Yeah, I started off okay. Got a little bit, I got weird. I played a really good 2-rail kick safety on the 3, and she kicked it in from the middle of the table. And I don't know if that knocked the wind out of my sails a little bit, considering that I was playing good defense and I was playing really good shots, and I had her on a 2 foul. And she jumped and kicked, or she jumped at the 4, actually went past it, came back and hit it. And I think I just got a little discouraged. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true, right? We all go through it. And then I thought, oh, I had her on 2, like, you know, I play good safety. She kicks it in from the middle of the table. Like, I felt like there were some things that I just, you know, some days you're the windshield, other days you're the bug. So, and then after that, I just started missing balls. So enough about me. None of that's relevant. I booked a loser. We're moving on. All right. So good safety play there by Brianna. Margaret's kind of checking out her line on the kick. I don't know if she's looking at 1 rail. It does look as though she's going 1 rail at it. Although I kind of like the 2-railer. Although she does have to be mindful of the side pocket with the 2-railer. This is tough. That 3's a big ball right here. Okay, nice. Good hit. She left her about as tough as she could with making a good, clean hit. Not a lot of balls there to get behind, so this is probably the best she could have hoped for without making it. All right, well, she's got the bridge out. She doesn't like it. I'm wondering if she's just gonna, I don't know if she can swing the cue ball around. I mean, that's a lot of movement, and she's got to get under the 3, 7. Yeah, she just went with a containing, put it on the rail, get her on the bad side of it. I'm not all the way opposed to thinning this too and going back down table, trying to get kind of where she's standing. Yeah, she was trying. She's just, oh, she leaked it out. So that's the shot that I feel like for myself personally, that even though there's a wall of balls there, it never fails. I end up like giving them the window. So I don't like shooting the shot, even though I sometimes feel like it's the right shot, right? All right, well, I guess we can always look at the bracket, see what's going on around the room. Um, so I think this whole round is B-side matchups. Brianna shot it straight and has left Margaret a clear window. All right, so Christina Grimm and Kennedy Myman are currently playing 7-6. Christina Grimm is on the hill. Rebecca is going to get a forfeit from Billy Billing. She has family emergency, so she's going to be leaving. Monica Webb and Sylvia Lopez are getting started. Olivia Chang and Susan Mello as well. Kathy McDaniel and Angela Janik at the top of your view. Rachel Lang and Veronique Menard. Vero is 1-0 in the lead, just getting started. Ada Leo's 1-0 over Susan Williams, the Tsunami as well. So just getting started. Like for this round, these are all B-side matchups. I do believe Christina Tkach defeated Lori John. Lori John put up a good fight, though. Maite Ropero, I believe she defeated Iluki Baragalu. Yeah, so Brittany defeats Jordan Helfrey 8-6. Good job, Bombshell. So it'll be Brittany and Christina Tkach, Christina Zliteva, and Kaylee. Pia will play the winner of Kennedy and Christina Grimm. And Maite plays Savannah Easton. So that is your final 8 on the A side. Yeah. Got some work to do. I play again at 2 o'clock. And no matter what happens, I play the winner of this match right here. So no matter what happens, there is no good draw at this point in the tournament, let's be clear. But I play the winner of this match. So lots of pool left to be had here at the 2025 or 26. Oh my goodness, Olhausen Iron City Invitational. This is our 6th time being here and having Iron City host this event for us. Big shout out to Christina Zliteva, Michael, the owner here at ICB, for once again putting a class event together for us. Big shout out to Olhausen for bringing the tables in, and which is super cool, and ICB, of course, for pulling out all their tables and allowing Olhausen to bring in these beautiful tables. And of course, Peach Hour, Kamui, and CPBA, which, to be honest with you, I think this is the first time that I've played on CPBA cloth. So I'm not extremely mad about it, but I'm not extremely happy. I'm learning a lot as I go. All right, Margaret. Good luck here. Good luck for Margaret. She can roll this ball forward. She could even stun it over if she likes. It's all preferential. Yeah, and she went with the stun. Nothing wrong with that. little booth cam action for everybody at home. I know the other girls don't use it, so I just want you guys to know it is available. It is in there. They just don't use it. All right, Margaret's making quick work of this rack. Very well done. All right, back of the pocket for Margaret. Score is 1-0. This is a race to 8. Yeah, let's see. What's up? Are they still playing? Let's go to our side view just to get a good look. All right, so must be either they both took a break or the match is over. But they were 7-7. Christina Grimm, oh, there's Kennedy. So Hill, they took a break. They're getting prepped and prepared. If you guys want, we can leave it on the side view for a minute if you guys want to sweat that 7-7 rack. And of course, Rachel Lang and Veronique Menard are in the table number 2. Monica Webb is playing Sylvia Lopez at the top of your view. Coming in, grinding out on the B side. All right, so she makes the wing. The one misses the side, which actually banks down table. And I think she got kind of fortunate. Hold on just a second. We'll get a look at it. So the 4 comes up and sits in front of the pocket. And she gets the edge of the 1, so she actually can play a carom, but she does have to be mindful. If she thins it, she can push it to this bottom short rail as long as it stays underneath the 6. She may have a shot to the right-hand corner, or she can hit it firmer and try to get the cue ball out and about. See what she chooses to do. All right, so she, oh no, I do think she might be point hooked. Yeah, it's tough. It's a little unfortunate. You really don't think about that when you do it. You know, it happens, but you just don't really think about it. Let's go to the side look. Yeah, she's gonna probably play a little golf shot off the point, back towards the 1. The one thing in her favor is the 7 ball is funky, tucked underneath that 9. So getting from the 6 to the 7 could prove to be difficult. And you see Brianna look at it because she is also very well aware of that. Both of these ladies are Game On Gear sponsored players. I believe that Brianna is a Peach Hour sponsored player, as well as BSN, Billiard Sports Network. Margaret, oh, and she's sponsored by Classic Billiards. I forgot that, but it's on her sleeve. And then Margaret is a 60 Viking sponsored player. And so Margaret's got some really cool jerseys that she just had designed with Big Family Custom Creations, Game On Gear. So if you're interested in checking any of these good ladies' jerseys out or any WPBA apparel, go ahead and go check out Game On Gear. They are the official apparel sponsor here at the WPBA. Yeah, and Margaret's other sponsor, I think it's like Chris Snyder, his real estate company. That's one. And I can't remember if it's Kamui, but I want to say it's Kamui as well. And my player bios are all messed up. We've officially messed them all up. Yeah, always a problem getting to the 7. It was always a thing. And that's, you know, unfortunately when you're in those positions and, you know, it's always a thing. Yeah, it was Kamui and Chris Snyder Real Estate. I knew that one, but actually, this is interesting. I don't know if she can use inside on this ball so that it checks up after the bottom rail. We'll see. Outside, I feel like it's gonna spin her the other way. All right, so whoa ball, whoa ball. All right, well they're friends. Yep, the cue ball and the 7, they're friends. Like islands in a stream. All right, guys. I think I'm missing some of the stuff in the chat, so I apologize if you guys put something in there, ask me a question, and I don't respond. I think my chat is only giving me so many of the comments. I'm not getting all of them for some reason. All right, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Had to go through some messages, kind of check out what was going on. What's up, Fathead? Thanks for tuning in. Saying hello to some of the people in the chat. Yeah, I'm missing some comments. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to keep up. I heard that we had a power outage while I was playing. That's brutal. Hopefully you guys are able to get back at it. Yeah, because I don't have the same numbers as y'all. I don't, anything. It's super weird. Yeah, I may reboot the dock for the chat and see if I can get it to come back in. Okay, guys, we're gonna start over. All right, let's see if we can get this back up and rolling. All right, so current score is 1-1. Both these ladies grinding it out. I'm sure there is no easy draw at this point in our tournament, but we're down to the nitty gritty on Saturday, and that's always a tough one. And everyone starts to really grind it out because they know they're in elimination mode. Oh, she almost had a replay. Almost. So close. All right, so if you look at the third table into your view, Kennedy Myman is on the 8 ball. It's steep and there's a lot of distance, and they are hill on a shot clock. All right, everyone. I pulled up the chat on my phone because for some reason it's not giving me everything. I do see you, Politico. Thank you. What's up? Scott, hi. George, Marty, JDC, Colmark, George. What's happening? Jeff. All right, guys, I don't know what's going on with the chat, but it's giving me bits and pieces. So I apologize if I don't see your message. I'm going to get back to focusing on this match. These ladies are both phenomenal players, and they deserve all the attention. So let's get back at it. Margaret will be kicking. Oh, Brianna coming to the table with ball in hand. All right, looks like Kennedy is going to take a loss here to Christina Grimm. Kennedy is going to be on the B side of this event. Christina Grimm continuing on, sitting in the final 8 on the A side. So I think that guarantees her 9th through 12th. Kennedy is currently sitting in 17th through 24th, looking to make another solid push. All right, nice shot by Brianna. Beast mode activated. She's got a great nickname. It's one of my favorites. She wants that to travel, and she's good. That will work nicely. You know, she could go to the rail and back out, or she could just slide it over with some draw. Definitely preferential. Yeah, she went past it and back out. Nothing wrong with that. One thing I will say is that Brianna, she plays fast, right? And I like that. I like that she's that way. Just so we're clear, there are not shot clocks on every table, but the TV table always has a 40-second shot clock with one 40-second extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. It is mandatory if you're on the TV table that you are on a shot clock. And it's not punishment, it's just to keep the matches going so that we don't get one of those slow play matches that we're here for 5 hours. So we've been that route before, and this was definitely the best way for us to go. All right. Let's see. Let's go here. Hi, everyone. Let's see what's going on around the room. Let's just check it while they're racking. All right, so Christina does defeat Kennedy Myman, so that will come off the board soon. Monica Webb is 2-1 over Spain's Sylvia Lopez. Susan Mello, the Mad Hatter, is 2-0 over Olivia Chang at the moment. Kathy McDaniel is 2-0 up over Angela Janik. Veronique Menard is 4-0 over the Rhinestone at the moment. And it looks like Ada Leo. Oh, Susan Williams and Ada Leo. Ada Leo's up 2-0. So that's what's happening around the room. Wow. What a good break. How do you like that, folks? It just spreads wide open. I love that. Well done. This could be a quick one. So she'll just go ahead and pocket this 2-ball. You see, she goes behind there, places the cue on the table. That's where she'd like to land in that proximity. Yeah, to be fair, most of the ladies, I've seen some comments about the shot clocking. So you can, if someone's slow, you can go ask for to be put on a shot clock. But what happens is they have a natural algorithm, and typically they try to follow this algorithm. It's 40 seconds, or sorry, 7 racks in 1 hour. So if they don't have a combined 7 racks played in 1 hour, then a lot of times they end up on the shot clock, which is fine. Most of us actually prefer it, to be honest. Right. Margaret's going to get behind this 6, looking at the 7. More than likely, she'll place her cue just like that. So she has a general idea of the angle she'd like to be from her object ball to her next object ball. And really, she doesn't have to get perfect on this, but I think she'll go to the rail and back out. If she wants, she could use a tiny, tiny bit of right-hand spin if she'd like, but really, I think she just can stop it. I don't think she needs to do anything with it. I mean, the percentage is like 98% she can make this ball, right? So. Hi, Jude. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah, I like the booth cam. I don't mind the booth cam. It's all right. I forget it's going, though. So, all right, everyone. Let's throw a little fun. Let's check out the ICB puzzle. All right. Score is 2-2. This is a race to 8. Brianna Miller to break. Don't forget, guys, we do accept donations. If maybe somewhere throughout the day, depending on what's going on in the matches around the room, Brittany likes to show up unexpectedly with something cool, and we raffle it off really fast. But I don't know that she'll do that. She's really focused on playing this weekend. But any and all donations that anyone shoots us today, I will do a shout out on the stream. So for every donation, we're really so grateful. That's how we made improvements. I mean, if you go back and look at our YouTube channel and look at our beginning streams, like the improvements are drastic. Starting with a webcam and a laptop, or an iPhone and a laptop, and to be where we are today is pretty impressive. A lot of that is due to you guys, and thank you guys so much for that. All right, I'm not mad about this, but the two ball is going to leak. All right, that is not a safe. Margaret does have full look at the 2. And actually, I feel like the risk is worth the reward in this particular situation because she's got the 5, 8, 9 down in the center of the table. Hello, Steve. Hello, hello. Bueno. And we are probably going to be doing a swag tomorrow. I don't know that we'll start it today. It really just kind of depends. I hate to ask the people who are helping out to go through all the swag stuff, so I tend to do it on Sundays. I do have a few items. I don't know, they might be kind of cool. You guys might enjoy them. But we may also do some other stuff, like some giveaways. We'll see. Like I said, it really is just dependent on the tournament itself today. So stay tuned. If you guys are currently not a subscriber for the WPBA, make sure that you take a second to do so. Really would appreciate that. We've got over 800 people in the stream. Is everyone that currently is watching the stream, are you currently a subscriber? It's completely free, doesn't cost anything, but it does help us out because we use those analytics to approach new sponsors and potential sponsors. If the numbers are good, they're likely to help us out, and that's what we need here at the WPBA. Hi, Lee, from the chat. My sound effects. I have a few sound effects. I have not built the library. I haven't spent a lot of time doing it, but I could. Have to dig into that, see what I can come up with. Great shot. Yeah. All right, so she's good here. She's just going to draw the cue ball back about 4 inches, 3-4 inches. Shouldn't be much trouble at all. All right, Margarita Buffalova Steyer taking rack number 5. The score will be 3-2. Don't forget, folks, too, there's another way you can help us out, and it also helps you out. We do have a few sets left of these particular ball sets that we're using at this event. The Aramith TV Pro Cup with the pink 4, the orange 5, $390 shipped inside the continental United States. If you'd like to purchase them, go to WPBA.com/store. We'll see if we can get one of our admins to throw it in the chat. These are previously used. Obviously, we're using them right here. If you guys are interested in that, just go to the website, grab it up. We only sell them when we got them, and I know I get asked a lot about them. Best ball sets in the world, in my opinion, and we can give them to you for a price that no one else can. So, previously used, gently used by the ladies of the WPBA. So, you know that they're good stuff. And if you do it while we're all live and you can see who's still in this event, I'm sure if you put a note in your sale that you'd like to have the cue ball signed, or, you know, the box or whatever, you could always put that note inside there, and maybe, just maybe, they'll make that work out for you. We used to guarantee that, but sometimes ladies leave the event and then we have a hard time getting them to sign it before we can send it to you. So if that's something you're interested, look at the bracket, know who's still in the room, and try to make a note. You know, Q Queens, how you doing? I do not know. Well, I do know. I'm not going to be announcing that player, but I think you guys will get the gist of it. At the end of today, we'll probably throw you another clue for the legacy player. I actually do know who it is, but but I'm not at liberty to tell. You guys are supposed to try to figure it out. All right, so not a lot of options here when it comes to this 2-ball. It doesn't go past the 8. Some of the, well, maybe it does. She's looking. Some of the problem with that, like banking it up table, is that the 5 is directly in the pocket. So if you get it anywhere near there, she may be able to pocket a ball. You could also just try to bank it up and stick the cue under the 8. Just makes you nervous. Mm-hmm. No, she's got some options. Brianna does, and she's got full cue ball. All right, so like I said, the 5 was in the pocket. Brianna went rail first with the 2, trying to make the 5 ball, but she hit it a little too fat. So Margaret has a look, but more than likely she's just going to go ahead and play another safety. Pocketing the 2 doesn't really benefit her, but the cue ball did not get under the pink like she initially had wanted it to do. So Brianna will probably just play a safety back. The 8 ball's a big ball here. She could quadruple up the balls, putting the 2 down by the 6, 4, 5, but she definitely has to focus on getting the cue ball under the 8. Yeah, she doesn't hit either one with good ball speed. The cue ball got under the 8, but the 2 didn't track far enough down table. So now Margaret's got to look at the 2. The unfortunate part is the 2 ball is right by the side pocket. So, you know, Margaret doesn't have a ton of options here. She can maybe bank it 2 rails back towards the 5. She's going to cross over. Can she get under this? She did. All right, snaps to that. Great shot. Crossing over the 2, getting the cue ball under the pink. Well played. Brianna's going to one rail kick at the blue. She goes all the way around it. So Margaret's going to take ball in hand. Veronique is up 6-0 at the moment over Rachel Lang. A lot of good stuff happening for Miss Rachel in that set. Maybe, just maybe, this is the point where the momentum may shift. I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't been keeping track of that match to know exactly how it's been going. Margaret came up short on this. She does not have what she needs out of the pink 4-ball. I think she's called her extension. Now, I will say this. She's going to kick. She's looking at kicking under this pink. The cue ball is naturally going to track towards the 5 after contacting the pink 4-ball. So what she does have to be mindful for is the path of the pink ball, right? So she's going to come underneath it. She's going to line it up, double it up. You guys see what she's doing there? Now you see the point of contact. She doubled up off the pink ball. Extended it out. All right. The 7 ball is big here. Oh, brutal. No love. Hmm. Oh, wow. The 9 ball saved her just a tiny bit there. You seen that. She would have liked it to have stayed under the 8. Brianna may have. Maybe she's got this pink. But I think, if nothing else, she's got just the edge of it. So she'll be able to, for sure, at least find a safe of some kind. She may be able to just drill it. Yeah. That's what I was kind of feeling like. She did not hesitate at all while looking at those shots. Right, she hit that really nicely. Very controlled. No, she doesn't have to do a whole lot here. She just needs to pocket this ball. Probably not put much spin on it. Just center ball stroke. Yep, just like that. Well played. All right, she ties it back up 3-3, folks. Let's check out some of the other scores in the room. Let's see what's going on. All right, so Monica Webb and Sylvia Lopez. Monica's still in the lead, 3-2 at the moment. Tracy Hardy and Jessica Barnes, 1-1. Susan Mello and Olivia Chang, 2-2. Kathy McDaniel is up 3-zip over the Croatian sensation, Miss Angela Janik. Veronique, solid lead, still 6-0 over the Rhinestone. And Ada Leo, 3-2 over the Tsunami, Susan Williams. All right, Brianna Miller to break. Caught it a little funny. Center of the rack didn't really move well. Almost as though she caught a little too thin. She's got sight on the one ball. My guess is there'll be a little safety played here. No sense in pushing when you can see the ball. I mean, she's got the 3, right? So she ultimately could bank the 1, put it on the other side of the 3, and try to put the cue ball on the 6. I mean, it's just a niche safety, and there's a lot of distance, so your speed's got to be good. But I don't know if she can go another route. I don't know if she can bank the 1 out. I don't like banking it towards her. That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's the right shot. There was something in the chat about a push. Yeah, I mean, you can give it back for sure. I've just never been a big fan of that when you can see the ball. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, she obviously did push. I've just never, now the safety is the same shot, but harder. Now it's harder. If she'd have shot it the first time, she'd have had more control, full cue ball, and just end up Margaret's no dummy. She's going to give it back. She didn't like it the first time. Now it's harder. She missed it on the go by. Ended up clipping it, getting away with it. That's what you've seen her put her hand up for to Margaret, because she's like, nah, kind of got away with that. I hit it when it was really, I missed it. Hi, Patrick. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Pro level, thank you. Ricky, hi. Thanks. I like that. She tried to play the kill stroke. It didn't work out, but I definitely liked it. Like, very creative for Margaret. Putting a lot of pace on that cue ball, allowing the cue ball to kind of stun and hold down. I think she almost hit it really good. All right, so Brianna definitely has a good stroke for this shot right here. She does have to be a little mindful of side pocket, but I think if she plays with just a little draw, just avoid the side. No, I said avoid the side pocket, Brianna. She's got such a big stroke, though, and she can make almost anything that she can see. So she's super dangerous. Like, you almost got to